Okay, so we're about to go for the final day of matches. The ranking, I mean, I get different rewards if I go below top 50, but it's only 500 viz, so it doesn't matter that much, which means I'm ready to just play a team for fun. I've done the Lightning team for a very long time. I want to just do something different today. So I'll go back to my initial day 1 team, except instead of Seymour, I'll have Lorenzo because I feel like Haste is going to be stronger for me than Charm is. So we're going to just go ahead with that. Alright, let's begin. Well, best of luck, Force Zero. I hope it's as smooth as can be, and you don't have to necessarily unbox everything for only a month. I know when we moved into this house, it took multiple months until we ended up unpacking everything. Okay, so what do I fight today? First fight, Zeke the Seeker, who's playing a light, which could be an issue. My team is not the most accurate, and then Jayden is kind of hard to crack when he's got good missile resistance. So a lot of people run very high missile res Jayden's, which is what I expect to fight. So, good news is that's not a corner camping team. They are faster than me, so I don't like that. They do play very fast. They know their opening very well. Meanwhile, I don't. Because it's a fairly new team. Let's see what they've got. Agility, Flash of Insight, Smite the Dark, Secrets, Science, Bahamut. So they don't necessarily have as much damage as some other teams I've seen. Thank you, Nicole. I do hope that I got this, but we'll see. Resistance, only 35% resistance to missile, so not very high from the get-go. So that could lead to me having some form of an edge. If I move here, I'm very far away from this guy charming me, so that's fine. There we go.
I'm itching for a proper fight.
I'll begin with this. So I guess my mission is just poke them from very far away and make it hard for them to poke me back with decent damage. If I can do that, I'm in a good spot. Because I don't want to close in on them too much. Pregnant Sprite, so she's got 3 turns of haste. And then Knight's Blessing. So they've revealed all their TMRs because Zazan will have Keen Blade. I don't really see anything else that would make sense on him. Here, I'm going to use my own Knight's Blessing, and apparently Lorenzo's out of the range, so that's a bit... See, I would have needed to practice this opening, perhaps. It's fine, though. I don't really care about Lorenzo being very protected, so... This is down. Can I start shooting from here? Or what is my hit rate is more what I want to check. 57, that is very decent overall. But for now, the best call I can make is Fire Blessing, increase my tankiness and range. Wait here. Therese already used 2 good buffs. The next one I need is probably Magic Barrier, because their entire threats are magical based. So this is going to increase my bulk a bit further. So there we go. Then Lorenzo can go here, haste Cetia as well. And then they are set for a Keenblade play if they want to. So that's probably what's going to happen. Are top 10 dreams alive? Oh, definitely not. I'm like top 44. Yesterday was terrible. I'm back on blue stacks, by the way. So for now, nothing too different here. And then he can use his Keenblade, which is probably what's coming up. But I do have a decent amount of CT right now, so I don't think he laps immediately. Never mind, he does. This team is just very, very fast. So, you know what? I could end up dying just now to their chain. And if that happens, well, he's played it well. I like the fact that they were the aggressive team here. It feels good to be the one that gets rushed. But I'm surprised they were able to lap my hasted team with everybody. That's a good commitment to agility that paid off for them. So yep, takes my team out. Well played, Zeke. I definitely don't know my team very well. Oh, that was a physical barrier on Terra? See, that goes to show I don't know what my team is doing. And then the charm comes in. Well, it doesn't matter anyways, just a normal attack is going to kill me. So Terra has a physical barrier? Oops. Well, alright, that's fine. It's not like, as I said, these games don't matter for my ranking. Okay, let's go for match 2. We learned from our mistakes in this one a little bit. And frankly, that team rushed me faster than I thought it would, which isn't very funny because I'm used to being the one that rushes enemies faster than they expect with my lightning squad. So I guess I gave them the treatment I've been giving people the entire season. Match 2 is not a match. We're going to just execute some Silver Auto team very quickly. So let's try to get this one done just very fast and move to something else that's more interesting. Oh boy, they're not even max level. Okay. Yeah, speaking of lightning, not going to bother with anything too special here. Actually, here would be good. I should just advance into them.
No need for chit chat. Here I come. Can you keep up?
Yeah, the matchmaking sometimes is just weird.
Let us enjoy ourselves.
Haha! I'm itching for a proper fight. Hey, pull yourself together.
Alright, so I think this is the better opening. Just move Terra here turn 1 instead of the square further. And then that's going to make some sense.
I'm on fire now.
Let them come and then kill. So she's going to have bells and no other buff. Okay. Alright then.
Is upon you.
Movement up, allowing them for a very nice grouping. Do I care about Time of Destruction? I think I'd just rather haste another one. Alright, and then we begin firing, if it ever gives me the option to play my turn. Game. Alright. I don't like when it does that. Like the timer left just goes down to 1 second before it even gives you the menu. I don't know what causes this. It's some sort of latency. But I could totally see myself skipping a turn because of it at some point.
I've got your back.
So this is done. The other guy hasn't even played yet. Yeah, it's really weird when it does that. I don't really understand the source of it.
You're not finished yet.
Yeah, getting rushed by Zeke was really interesting. I wonder what I could have done better, if anything.
Hey, pull yourself together.
This is what they wanted. And there we go.
Not a bad challenge.
Okay, going in for one more. But yeah, the timer starts going down, and then before you get your AP, there's kind of a lag, and then it goes back on. It's really weird. Math is hard for computers. Right, of course. That is a perfect explanation of what's going on. So they have multiple ranged attackers in very big haste. That is a cool squad, to be honest. Another one that I wish I had my lightning team against, because it would do better overall. But it's fine. So I need to move here. That's what it comes down to. Yeah. That's why humans were invented. Okay, that's good information.
I'm going to enjoy myself.
So Bells is on the Lucia, who has some status effect threats. Black Rose, so high agility. I guess Gift was the third vision card. That's what I would use. Yeah, Gift like no other. Golden Airman secondary. Oh, Zombie! We have a Zombie Corwell. And then probably a Haste guy immediately, but they could Knight's Blessing instead. Fred's Dream and Black Rose. Okay. So very fast, very hard hitting. Seems to be the way they play. Where do I go? I go here and I use Bells. For now.
I'm on fire now.
You got destroyed by archers? Yeah, archers are gonna do that to you. They're pretty evil. Who do I want to haste for now? I think Terra first makes sense, because she's got to advance a lot more. Either way, it's gonna get dispelled, so it doesn't matter all that much. But and now the physical barrier is a good idea. If I'm here, can I be shot? If they advance a bit, sure. So maybe I should move just here for now. Do it a bit slower. So now they're going to get everybody hasted, which is highly threatening. They play fast, they can't get a good look at their VCs.
You all right?
Focus targeting. So now they're accurate, which doesn't matter too much against me, but the extra range does matter.
On your feet now.
And again, extra range, but only for her, so they both have their buffs now.
Yes, more of that.
If I'm here, how easy or hard is it to shoot me? Yeah, they have to come it really hard if they want to get to me here. But I think this is still a bit safer, like something like this. Now haste for everybody.
I laid you.
Good work.
They're all very fast, and they can remove my own haste. So I have to keep that in mind. Would Sentinel be better? Well, they're going to Dispel Spread me anyways, right?
Yeah, baby, hit it.
And then should I even advance? Well, at least put myself here. Nah, here. Nah, here. Oh boy. Decisions. I don't want to move. I think it's better that I don't move because right now they at least have to stretch themselves a bit to get me caught in AoE. And an AoE. I also don't know Lucia's range too well, but I think she might struggle with hitting me right now.
I won't tolerate you going
So
over.
sharpshooting stance number 2. I don't know how many casts of that she has, but I think it might just be 1. And then she moved back? Yeah, okay, does not move back. Now I'm going to haste my second carry. And then what do? They have a couple limited turns of haste casts. So they can't really let that wear out too much. They have to fight me at some point. Yeah, I think shooting me with a Dispel Spread is a good call here. He manages to stay out of my range as well, hits everybody on my team. That was pretty good for them. It's just unfortunate that Lucia can't follow that up.
I've got your back.
Perfect.
So let's see what happens. Cetia gets the haste. Lucia plays already, so very fast. Now that I've lost haste on 1, I don't believe she can hit me just yet. And damn, Corwell does significant damage considering I've got a barrier up. He might kill me in 1 more hit. So that is very scary for me. Now she advances. She's got her buffs removed. Still has barriers. Should I just save CT or Sentinel in? I think they're going to want to go for my backline, so I want to just save CT. Either way, chances are I'm just getting disabled, so. I don't reach from here because they removed my buffs, right? Yeah, that is a shame. Tough decisions, but that's what I got to do. I could have done it from one square further behind, though, which would have been better for me. Because now I think I lose Cetia. And one of them is still pretty healthy overall. So they're all still hasted. Yeah, Corwell is going to not finish Cetia by himself, although he could with the barrier breaking arrow. And then Lucia will immobilize Terra, and then they win, I think. I really struggle with maneuvering a team like this. I've also messed up by taking Terra too far away from Lorenzo, so she can't be keen-bladed. Yeah, I don't think I've played this very well. One thing that might help me is them just running out of AP, though. Lucia has a lot, but Corwell is in his almost final hit. Oh, doesn't take me out. Interesting. I really expected him to have the damage for a kill here. Yep, then runs away, which is the good reaction to a Terra closing in on you. He's out of AP for Dispel Spreads, so that's good for me. We're gonna use the haste, but only on herself, so that is a miss. That's a very poor use of Haste. And it was their last cast, so I will eventually catch up to them. Now, Lucia can try to go for the backline. I get a reflex, which is very lucky and unfortunate for them, but I will take it. I will then Keen Blade Cetia.
Hey, pull yourself together.
I don't believe I can hit Corwell from here, which is a bit difficult. But what I have to do is go here and fire the... Is Flame Spiting the one that removes re-raise? Yep. I need to fire this on Corwell, basically. There we are. So he dies through the re-raise removal. Again, this would not be allowed had I not gotten reflex, so it is a bit iffy, but I'll still take it. And then I'll Crescent Riot Blade their backline, because they gave me that. So Corwell would still be alive here with 9 AP left, but I would still be able to do this to their team. So I think I'd be in a pretty good position here. It needs to be thermal exposure for the negated chance of reflex. So there we go. Yeah, I did get a reflex, but it wasn't too badly played of a match. Okay, let's go again. Match number 4. I do enjoy playing on BlueStacks so much more just because it's fluid. Like, it's the FPS is so much better. It's not even comparable. So Claudius running a water Astrius team. So now, I don't know what we could possibly do here, but let's do our best. Astrius himself is manageable, I believe, because he's got low movement. But if they have a Winter Victora or something like that that has long range, I don't see how I could possibly win the missile duel. So let's see. Hopefully they close in, they don't just corner. Oh, never mind. It's a interestingly designed squad. Nox players. Well, that is good information. Perhaps that is what I should try. But I did get my wire to stream from the phone. I just didn't have time to test it. So they went for full tank, Engelbert, and then some other strange setup of vision cards. Okay. That is fine with me. Wait, oh, I didn't move Terra to the right spot. I'll just do this then. I don't know this team's open very well, but this is fine. All I want is for nice blessing to be on everybody quickly. So, what are they doing? I guess this guy has different vision cards, right? Dark Odin, yeah. So it's really set so that he has crazy damage. At 1500 attack, this guy is going to one-punch anybody on my team. Even if he's 115, doesn't matter too much. They probably have a Keen Blade on Engelbert. And then these levels at 117 and 118 are not the levels of someone that didn't have the resources to max their units. They are levels of people that were Lilyth-proof in their team. So they don't want arithmeticians to have extra damage on them. That's what I'm getting when I see a team like this, at least. So here we go. We're going to haste. We're a ranged attacker this time.
How about we begin?
Oh, yeah, she could also be with Keen Blade, actually. So every single one of these guys could be it. So that makes it very hard to plan again around. She has it. It's now very easy to plan around because they used it. For no real benefit. Like, if you're using Keen Blade just to get your rounds of buffs up, it feels a bit weird to me. Are they going to come to me? Yes, they are. So that's also pretty good. I do have some defense penetration, so I feel like I'm gonna have a good control over this. It's only Astrius that, if he reaches me, will obliterate my team. So I have to be careful about that. Maybe use a movement down ability on him, if I have the chance to get in range for that. But I'll see how it goes.
Stand strong.
Uses deep fortification, so they're all tankier with more HP as well. Alright. So, Knight's Blessing it is.
That was too close.
And then moving in. I think here might be better, yeah. Then let me see where I reach if I look at the thermal exposure. Basically 2 squares away from reaching them right now. Yeah, slapping fire in. It doesn't matter too much for my ranking, so even though I'm worse with this team, I'm going to have fun with it. So now, if they move here, I can start shooting them, basically. So Divine Virtue gets their bell effects. Moves still outside my range. Yeah, me having haste is a big deal compared to them. It really helps me in the agility department. You discovered your fun team earlier this week? And what is your version of fun team, Mei-Chen? I saw your fight against Lazarus yesterday where you just got gunned down by 2 wind archers. So that was something. Uses physical barrier, keeps moving in. Hitting him is going to prove to be a pain. 89 defense. So yeah, this guy, I have to deal with him using Terra, essentially. Victora, Catone, and Noctis. Oh, that does seem really fun. I've seen it. I was saddened in this match that I didn't get to see it in action too much, but it seems like it's super good. If I move here, I can hit for 1 damage, which does not really interest me. So what's the next call? Magic Tech Barrier? No, that's physical barrier. Well, I could want that against them, to be honest. But maybe this is better. By the way, there, Jayden is slash immune, if you haven't noticed. So that's pretty funny. That's why I do no damage. So now I can start firing, either moving backwards or moving forward. This doesn't seem too bad to me. Yeah, this is fine, because I'll play again. So I can just take out Lilyth. Unless, of course, she reflexes. That's always a threat. But I felt like the Tyrant roll had more value as a first move. Yeah, you got hit before you were ready. That's the feeling it gave me, at least. So I hope Astrius can't hit me from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think he's got 8 squares of range. I think he's got 7. I think he had only hit here with his cross destruction. So that would be the safest position for me.
My power grows.
Gives himself the courage, which is fine. Should Terra move forward? Again, this doesn't do too much. 4k with the Imperil. Is that worth throwing out? I guess it is, because I'll get the Keyblade off afterwards, so I might as well start doing some damage. It was your only bad match? Damn, I wish I saw the others then. So, bam. Bit of a hit on this guy. Then, Cetia can shoot again. If it gives me... Yeah, as long as Bells is in here, I almost get my turn every time. It's really badly designed. So I'm going to start stacking some damage on Astrius. Where does this guy reach now? I have no idea what his reach is, but I think here is going to be a safer place for me. Then I can pull that off. Allowing Terra to go again, and I can go again from here, which is pretty far from Astrius. Stacking damage onto Engelbert until it actually matters. So now this guy is pretty much out, and then it'll be a matter of can we burn down Astrius. But if he advances, I'm going to jump on him with Lorenzo.
Leave the rest to me.
So, oh, interesting. I guess this guy doesn't have any damage for them. Yeah, he's got 700 attack. He won't do any significant damage. So this is not a bad call, actually. If I go back here, I'm pretty sure Astrius is going to kill me. But from here, I can just normal attack Engelbert. Yeah, that's fine.
Trivial.
So what does Astrius choose from here? Starts moving in, can definitely cross-destruction Terra, and might be able to kill Lorenzo as well. He can't choose to be passive here. If he doesn't start attacking me, I will back away, make him wait. I don't have to kill Astrius in this match to win. So he really has to be aggressive. Yeah, he Keenbladed too early. Probably doesn't have too much experience with maneuvering a team like this. I'm going to renew the haste on my ranged attacker, the one that can take down Astrius the safest. I'm going to charge that Evocation Gauge. I'm not sure how to say that. Then if I go here, normal attacks again, huh? From here now? Okay, yeah, I have less range now. So I need to renew my range up buff, for sure. I don't know if Astrius can hit me from here. I think in the Strider sub-job, he's got 5 square range. So I should be fine. Yeah, I don't think he's got 6 squares of range. Which is fine on both ends for my guys. So Spirit Ward, he's got 7 squares in diagonal, but not that many in front. What happens if I melt down him? I actually hit him pretty hard. Well, no matter. I want him to come to me, so I'll Sentinel. Oh, I play again before he does. Rip. That was a mistake. Bonjour, my bad. There we go. We're going to place our archer in the right spot.
Pull yourself together.
And then we're going to start firing again. Start with the defense down. Do we play again before he goes? Nope, so we're going to move back. Then Terra can, I guess, Sentinel again because I messed up the timing. Ideally, if I was playing it the safest, I would just move Terra back so that she doesn't get hit. But I don't want this to be utterly boring for the guy, so I'm going to give him somebody to hit. So at least we can see the kind of damage he does with the 1500 attack Astrius with Chaos Odin. On to Terra, who currently has 57 defense, 18 slash resistance, only 5% water weakness, and 20% single target resistance as well. So let's see what that is. Limit breaks. I wonder, I don't think I'll die. I mean, I can't die from that, right? 6k, and then the follow-up for 1k. Damn, alright, I almost died. That's why he's a scary dude. Maybe I should not have let him hit Terra. I guess I'll keep firing this attack, it's not a bad one. And then do I not want to move? Yeah, it's okay, because he's not going to kill all of my guys at the same time. Is he, though? Ah, that doesn't reach. Unfortunate. I guess I can just haste again, though. Which might make me play before him. Or not. I don't know. Oh, that puts me at risk of getting hit by his counter. I don't want that. Yeah, the counter would have been terrible. So now he goes again. I hope I didn't give him a weird AoE. Maybe I did. He's got such weird cross shapes. But I think I'm out of cross shape for everyone here. This is not one. Oh no, this is one actually. So maybe I gave him a cross here. Yeah, I knew the Esper was an option, but it didn't feel like a good timing to use it. I felt like Meltdown was just better because it buffs me as well. So he can definitely take one out. Decides to go for this, which is okay. And now I can finish him off. I just have to, again, move out of the preemptive counter, then Mega Flare him to death. Mega Flare is one of those emulator crashing moves, though, so I'll just melt down instead while I'm out of preemptive counter. Still, that was surprisingly close. Like, Astrius is a monster when he gets to my team, which is what I wanted to test. He's insanely good. Let's go for the final match, and we'll see what happens. Whoa, we found it immediately. And it is Cow Baby using Esther. So maybe I'll get rushed by my own Esther team. I've heard that some people decided to play similar strategies. Now, Cow Baby, I know, as an experienced player, don't know if he's running something similar to what I did. He is not. Well, I guess it is somewhat similar because he just has Helena instead of Renzo, with different starting positions as well. So let's see what their game plan is. 1600 attack, begins with Immortal Spirit. I can't do their VCs, I'm too slow for that. Alright, so Immortal Spirit turn 1, move into this position here so I can do the other stuff. Helena normally will be hasting, nope, Knight's Blessing first. Okay, so they have a Gaion, Astrologer, and Speed in secondary VCs, so their primaries are all lightning type VCs. I'll look at that in a second here. We'll use Revitalize, even though it makes the emulator lag and almost makes me miss my turn every time. And then we can look at their stuff. So, Cloud, single target resistance, and AoE resistance. They have the same primary VC setup as I do, which means basically it's going to be impossible to kill them through AoE attacks. I have to use single target attacks, which is not the forte of my team. So that could be bad, but we'll see how we can make that work. So there we go. Let's begin with Terra for this fight here. That's going to be better because I want someone who can take the brunt of their assault and maybe survive, hopefully survive. So Bells on Esther, so that's already different from my setup. And we haven't seen, but Cloud likely has Keen Blade. I feel like if you can run Keen Blade, you do, no matter what. So that's what I expect him to have. And then I will have to split my team, just so that I avoid AoEs a bit. Knight's Blessing first, though. then maybe moving here would be good. I will be hit by Cloud very early, and then she, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should be here instead. This is a harder AoE pattern for Esther to catch. So let's see what happens now. They are getting a haste, number 1, then he either uses Canes or Keenblade. Nope, goes for Punisher mode, so no TMR reveal yet, which really tells me it's Keenblade. Because if you had Kane's TMR, you would have used it already at that point. I wonder which road Esther is going to take. Is she going to go up or down, or which way is the right way for them? Chooses to go high up on the corner. Fine by me. I'm going to use Fire Blessing for that extra bit of range and Slash Resistance. Both are good stats. Now they do have Slash Res Pen, which makes it scary. I won't go here because I will get Taunting Bladed to death, but I'm just considering my options here. Either way, they are the ones that will want to close onto me. Instead of hastes, their Cloud first. Terra has used a bunch of good stuff. The Magic Barrier being purely physical is tempting. I think against them, that is my best move for now. Just replacing Keenblade with a better barrier for myself. And the thing is, they don't really have an interest in waiting for haste buffs because I will also be renewing mine. So we'll both be hasted at that point. So Esther kind of has to close in, uses Storm Guardian for some extra missile res, which is not a bad call. And then I wonder where she goes, essentially. Or maybe she chooses not to move. That's entirely possible. Moves at least 1 square. Nope. Chooses to stay in place. Not necessarily what I would do in that position, but it's not a terrible call. I'll move Lorenzo to here, a little bit further away. And I'll haste her. I'm basically trying to keep my cards ready for a good Keenblade play. Her haste has run out. It's okay, she's not out of good buffs to use yet. So that's the time where I want to use Community Espers. Start charging that Esper Dodge. Which I do have good abilities to use that are Esper based. Especially the AoE from Terra. Giving her a Bahamut like diamond shape pattern is really useful. So now Cloud can shoot me with a barrage if he wants to. Chooses better of it, keeps his AP. Now for me, I can fly to the Firebird for no damage, but I think the first move I want to make is Thermal Exposure to take away their reflex. Oh gosh, perky alt. I'm going to have to take care of that. Do I want to move back? Probably so. I think this is safer. And you guys saw how little the damage I did was, right? That's terrible. No, I don't want to move because I can play again before Cloud. So, I haven't done much to him though. Barely any damage, and it's really the AoE resistance coming in here. Like, he's got only 21% missile res, but he goes to such an incredible amount of AoE res that it is pretty intense. Alright, I'll take care of the chat later. Don't want to let this break my focus. So, now, if he moves here, he is in my AoE range. But it doesn't matter again, Esther also has really good resistances. Not as much HP as some of the enemies I fought, though. And now I expect a Keenblade from Cloud. Please give me my turn. The emulator almost made me skip this turn entirely. Wow. So now Flight of the Firebird, they can't reflex it, so this is just set up for follow-up moves by Terra as well. So at that point, moving back here feels a bit safer. My Terra, will she have to advance? Maybe. So maybe being here would be better. Nah, you know what? Just go for the safe spot, the higher spot. I could get barraged here. But he fires Barrage here, he's not hitting Terra. If he fires Barrage here, he's not hitting them. So that's not too bad. I feel like, yeah, that's a pretty decent spot to be in. So, Keenblades, as expected. So now Esther goes. Esther does not have access to my backline currently, except with Taunting Blade, but does have access to Terra. Let's see how much damage she does. Surging Storms for the Barrier Break for 6k. Ouch. Yeah, that is why it's so scary. I can hit back with Meltdown for some significant damage. Crescent Rider Blade does not do much. So I believe Meltdown is really the move I want to use here. Hey, Atake Sabra. Well, welcome officially. Glad you you enjoy the class match videos. They're among my favorite to make. So definitely glad to hear people are enjoying them. Now, what would be worse, for me, the worst case scenario is him paralyzing me, but I believe he might not have the range. I hope he doesn't have the range. But he can definitely pop Courage. That is not an issue. But then if I Keenblade, I will play again before Esther goes on at least one of my units. Maybe not before Terra goes. I hope I kind of have to have Terra play again though, so that could be an issue. And I can only Keenblade one of them, so which is the best bet? Oh, tough decision. I believe I'm in trouble here. I didn't plan that well. But I'll Keenblade without moving. Like this. And then I can play again in a short while. Yeah, that is the best call for me, currently. I can call you Alex? Alright, I'll call you Alex. That's going to be a bit easier. Yeah, playing manually is a strain on time. Like, whenever class match season comes up, I have to essentially negotiate with my family to make this work. It feels very rewarding, it's very fun to do, but it is hard to find the time it takes. So their support is really far back. The best she can do is go for a haste, again, like renew the haste on her, but they can't reach their cloud with anything significant here. Lorenzo, will he be able to hit? I don't think he will. I don't think he'll have time to land. Best I can do is Comet, and she plays basically twice before that goes. So no. Oh, I can Shadow Flare. I keep forgetting. I can just do that to finish this one off. So that is my best thing. Why did I change it, Alex? Because I felt like playing something different, and my ranking was already set in stone, so it didn't matter too much for me. So that's why I made a little change.
Are you all right?
Interesting. They sent Cloud back to try to keep him safe, which works. I don't believe I can reach him. Never mind, I can. So it doesn't work. And he can't reflect because I already broke that using thermal exposure. So at that point, it's a nice try, but it won't matter. I've successfully broken the Esther approach. But this was really fun. I'm really happy that I got to kind of play the opposite role of my own team. GG. Yeah, that last match was very fun. It was a nice way to end the season.